And we're live. Are we live, Gabe? We are live.
Yes.
Welcome, everybody, to the G&G podcast. My name is Gato.
I'm Gabe.
Are
Oh
you
man.
are you sleeping over there? I thought I was the tired one.
My brain just farted just now. I had a brain fart. A real brain fart.
It's a silent but deadly fart, then, because anything at all.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, man, I have been. I don't want to say that I've been dragging today, but I feel like um I feel like in the last couple of years,
Yeah.
little by little, I get more tired. Or maybe it's that I don't have the energy to do more. I mean, I guess that's the definition of being tired, right? To not have the energy to do something. But I feel like I've been getting more, uh, I'm more satisfied with not doing as much because I just want to relax, sit down, go to bed early, or just not be as active as I used to be, considering that I used to be a really, really active person. Um, and even before I even got to this age, I was told that it was because as we go past like 27, 28 years old and into our 30's, our stamina starts to decrease. Like we peaked right before we hit 30, or at least I think that's um the age. I don't know. I feel like it's different for everybody, but it's supposedly around 27 to 30, right? And
Hmm.
then you just start going downhill
I believe
very
it.
slowly.
I believe that.
Is that how you feel?
Yeah, I think it's just like growing up. It's funny because I have friends that would we went oh man. They pushed my body to my limits because there's an age gap where I think I'm like 4 years older than them. And so they're a young crowd, and we would go camping, hiking, go to Vegas like 2 a.m. So I'm in my like 30s and they're in their 23, 24, and so I'm trying to
That,
keep up.
that's more than a 4 year gap. That's like 10 years gap.
I don't know. I,
Or like
this is back when I
7.
was 30. Back when I was 30.
Oh, like actually like 30.
Yeah, so it was really hard because there was this one trip we went to from like we went to DC, then we drove to New York and just did all like the touristy stuff all in one night. And so I
Yeah.
was like super exhausted to the point where I was like, I can't take it. Like I had a breakdown.
Can't hang.
I was like, I can't do
Wait,
this anymore. I can't do this.
you had a breakdown on your trip?
Yeah, on the trip, we were like eating at a
Oh,
restaurant in Little Italy, and I was like, I can't do this anymore, man. I can't do this
oh
because I my body
no.
reached its limit. So,
Oh no.
but
Uh,
and so now it's funny because now when they reach that age, and so now they're talking about, oh, I'm so tired, blah blah blah. I can't do this. I can't do this. Like, man, when I was your age, I was trying to keep up with y'all's.
yeah, um didn't know. I keep feeling the same thing. I actually felt the same thing yesterday. So, as you know, like we play video games, and okay, here's the thing. I remember this is nothing to do with gaming, but it will lead into gaming for a second. But I think it was I want to say maybe 7 or 8 years ago. So that I was 20, 25, 20,
Okay.
24, 24, 25 years old. Um, there was this show that I was watching on Cartoon Network at 3 in the morning. It's called Inuyasha. You ever
Oh,
see
I know
that?
that. Yep, I know that show.
Yeah, yeah,
Never
yeah.
watched it, but I know it.
No, it's pretty good. And I never finished it because apparently the series didn't end properly, and I guess there was like a movie or something. I don't know. But I was really invested in this story. And so I was going to school and I was working, I was working part time, but I had stuff, and I had my social life. I had sports. I had all this going on. But despite all of that, I would stay up until 3 in the morning to catch the show, and at 3:30 I would go to bed, and then I would
Hmm.
still be able to wake up at 7 or 8 in the morning, and then I was just good to go.
So you'd
Uh,
be getting like what, 4 or 5 hours, three
yeah,
even
4 or 5 hours.
sleep?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Jeez.
Um, and this was only like 3 or 4 days a week. I don't think it was like an everyday thing, so I would still sleep a little bit more later on. But also, I was never the guy to take naps. I still, I'm not that
N-
guy. I
Not
like
even
I
in like
take
in high school.
no, no,
Dang, I
and
took so
that
many
bothered
naps in high
me,
school. Yeah.
dude. I would be in class and I would see all these kids just like sleeping in class. I'm like, I can't do that. I even tried actually a couple of times. It just didn't work. So yeah, I've never been the guy to take naps. I still rarely take naps anyway. Like I feel like I've been taking them more lately than I have ever had in my life. Um, but I had all this going on. I would stay up late at night and I still had energy to go do all the things later in the day. In fact, my brain used to work better at night for creativity. And so when I was in film school, we would go and film things and whatnot. And then I would take the footage back to my house. And I purposely would not start editing until about 11 p.m.
Let me
And
guess, you were like
so
surfing the net, YouTubing till that time.
yeah, like I was doing things, but like my creative juices or whatever like wouldn't kick in until like
Mm,
later at night. My motivation to
yeah.
edit and be creative didn't kick in until later. And like my first few short films that I filmed, directed, edited, whatever, yeah, I edit them overnight. So I would start at 11 and I would edit until maybe 4 or 5 in the morning, and then I would start exporting the video, and that's when I would go to bed.
Hmm.
Um, and so that was my thing. I would just go work overnight, but um, but now, so now going back to leading into gaming. So because I've been trying to get back into gaming and picking up like my old hobbies and stuff like that, I have this friend at work who plays Super Smash Brothers, as most people do who are into gaming, I
Okay.
think. See, like that, I feel old already, just like not even knowing that. But so I've been playing Smash Brothers all my life since it came out, and now with the Nintendo Switch and the new game coming out, I feel like I haven't been into it as much as I previously was. And so I was talking to this coworker, and we were talking about Smash Brothers, and I was like, "Man, I miss that game. Like I've been wanting to play it for a while." And he's like, "Well, I have it." He's like, "We should totally play one night." I'm like, "Dude, I'm down. Like I'm so down to play." And so um my shift at work was late and so was his, and so we planned on just going to his house right after work and then just play there. And so I ended up not going to work because I that stuff going on at the house. And I'm not gonna lie, man, as soon as like the time came for me to have to go to his house, I was just like, man, it's so late. And I was like, I don't want to stay out late. Like we planned it on purpose so that we could stay up late and not have to worry about work or anything like that like the next day. So we purposely planned it the day before we both had a day off. But it's like 9, 10, and I'm just kind of like, ugh, I have to go play video games like late. And then I went over, and don't get me wrong, I still had a lot of fun. It was like it just was. But as soon as like 11:30, 11:40 hit, I was just like, I kind of want to go home now. And now,
You actually got
luckily,
tired, huh?
yeah, I got tired. Luckily, the other guy that was there playing with us, he had to work, and so he was more responsible. And so midnight came, and he's like, "All right, like I have to go because I do need to be up tomorrow morning, and I didn't sleep well last night, and blah blah." And I was like, "Oh, here's my out." It sounds like super happy that we didn't stay up as late as I thought we were going to. And so, Yeah, man. I can't hang either.
I think no,
Uh,
definitely it's age. Let's be
yeah.
real here.
Eh,
Age is
but
definitely a factor, but at the same time, things that excited you when you're younger, I think, got you more energized for that kind of stuff, right? Got your adrenaline going. So maybe as you get older, things that were exciting back then doesn't get your attention span as much, and then you get sleepy.
do you,
Theory though.
do you do you think it's so yeah, I think having those things before, like it excites us, it makes us, gives you the energy to want to do the stuff.
Right.
But do you think that maybe part of the energy loss comes also from other like, how do I mean, I hate to say it, but do you think it comes from growing up? Like, as we grow up, we start to get more responsibilities. You know, like we have bills to pay. Now we have to, like, we can't just do like part-time jobs. Like we have to work full-time or two jobs or whatever, um, to make ends meet. And as you start picking up on all these other things, like you have a family now, and I'm about to become a family.
Yep.
Um, our priorities start shifting a little bit. Our hobbies shift, right? And so by not paying attention to those old hobbies, do you think that it has anything to do with, like, well, when they come in later in life, you're like, oh, I don't have the energy to do that because it's kind of like a muscle.
I
Like
think yeah,
you,
we
you don't do it enough.
maybe. I mean, we kind of talked about it in another podcast, but with like gaming when I was like super into Metal Gear Solid 2, and then you do all the dog tags and I played every difficulty,
Right, 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 right.
right? And it was fun. Like I loved it. And I think about that doing that now, like we just played Last of Us 2 and then thinking about playing it on very easy and then all the other difficulties, and man, that just does not sound appealing to me. I think you just have a realization that your time is very short.
Precious. It's very
Precious,
precious.
right? Like stuff that you want to do, you don't have a lot of time, so you gotta like spend it really wisely.
Yeah, I mean that I agree with that. So going back to energy, I mean the topic of this podcast, what we really want to talk about today was staying fit, and what's the title
Yeah.
again?
Can you be fit in your
Can we
30s?
fit in our 30s? And so I think it's important to look at the base of how one gets fit, because I mean, to get fit, you have to be very disciplined. You have to
Yeah.
go exercise. You have to eat right, and you have to have the time to do the things to be fit. Um, and so I guess my question, or my wondering, that is my question, uh, are more people who are in their 30s not fit because we don't have the time, or is it because we don't have the energy? But at the same time, if it's not the energy, then how come there are a lot of 30-year-olds and plus that actually are and continue to be fit?
Hmm. No, cause yeah, you're right. There are 30-year-olds that are fit. You have like all the Instagrammers and all this, but the difference, I think, is that they have that's their job. Their job
It's
is to be fit. You know, like you take for instance like actors, Thor, and all them people. They get buff because they need to do that for a movie. You have the movie studio paying for that, all that stuff. I'm sure once they don't have the role, then they probably don't keep up with it because they are busy with other roles that they have to do. So I think it depends on. It all goes back to time. I think where if your time is dedicated to this job, then you need to dedicate workout to that. For us, it's providing for family, so you have to do other things that are pertaining to that, and fitness might not be part of it. I think.
sacrifice the six pack a
Yeah.
little bit
I
for
did
the
read.
happiness.
There is a website. It says Fable Care. In your 30s, all you have to do is follow simple tips like plan shorter training sessions to make your exercise time efficient. Perform full body workouts instead of going for chest, legs separately. Going for a walk, jogging, or running at least 5 days a week. include circuit training, which is 5 to 10 different exercises to build endurance. Incorporate swimming, climbing, and other similar activities in your daily schedule.
Wait. So this website
Yeah.
is recommending
How
to
to
do
stay fit in your
full.
30s
Wait,
specifically.
wait. So it this goes against my core beliefs, man. Well, some of it. I I agree that we need to do cardio more often. That I agree with, and that's not even for. I don't associate cardio with fat loss. So I'm not saying that we have to do cardio to stay skinny or lose fat,
Right.
but I do believe that we do need to do cardio to maintain our stamina or increase it, because I do know that it decreases. So I think that helps with that, right?
Right.
When it comes to the workouts, what I don't do, or I haven't done isolated workouts. Instead, I do PPL, which stands for push pull legs.
Okay.
Uh, and I used to do it twice a week. Uh, Now, because I have all this stuff going on, the wedding, work, um, and just life in general, I've had to decrease it to just once a week. And when I can sneak it like it's another day, then I'll do like strictly cardio. But I've been doing cardio every single day. Now, um, what's funny is that despite me going through all of this, uh, I like I always tell myself that I'm gonna work on my six pack, right? I'm like, I'm gonna get that
Right.
back. I know I can get it back, and honestly, I feel like I could if I was actually strictly disciplined. But my diet sucks because I like fries. I like chocolate. I like all these goodies that it's hard to give up. Um, and so I haven't been able to get to that point where I want to be. But the funny thing of being in your 30s versus being in your 20s is that in my 20s I was still able to eat basically whatever I wanted. I would go to the gym and I still was more fit than I am now. My metabolism has definitely slowed down, and I am in a 100% denial of it. It's hard to accept, it really is, but I
No,
know that
I see. Yeah.
I know that my metabolism has decreased significantly, and I can tell.
It's
I can tell
crazy.
that.
I used to be like, back in second year college. See, part of that, to hear that baby crying in the back, that's part of the reason why I don't have as much energy.
Your energy goes to your family. Yeah, it's a
But
baby.
back in first year college, like I'll admit I wasn't eating great, but then at the same time I was biking so much, so I looked like a pencil. But now, now I don't have to bike. There's no necessity to bike. I have a car. I don't have to walk to classes. I sit at a desk all day on a computer. So it's like, I think changes in lifestyle as well as your needs and wants do affect metabolism as well as a biological change in your body.
Um, so how old were you when you went to college?
20. Oh man, it's 19ish, 20. Yeah,
1920.
yeah, around that.
Uh, it Okay, but when you were in college, you were just biking and not
Yeah,
eating a
and
lot.
not eating. And the thing was, I there was some days when I didn't eat because I'd bike
Like at
from
all?
bike home. Yeah, no, I mean like dinner. So I'd bike home. What really was bad was that my schedule started at like 2 p.m. or at least my work schedule. So I had school from like 10 a.m. to 2, and then bike to work, and then I'd get home around 8 or 9, and then I'd get back to the dorms, and then the student shop is closed where I would get one of the sandwiches, and then it'd be closed. And I'm like, well, guess I ain't eating that.
Dang, dude, that's why there's McDonald's.
That's the thing. I didn't have a car. I had a
Oh,
bike, but
right.
it was like way too like cold outside, and
Yeah.
I was
That
too
makes sense.
lazy there, which is weird. I was getting thin by being lazy, but I don't know.
And now it's like the complete opposite. You're lazy and you just get fatter and fatter. Um, but okay, so I do recall you saying a few times that you used to deadlift? I don't know what.
Yes, I
Sorry,
did.
my camera keeps going out of focus. But yeah. So when did you first start working out? I don't think I know this at all.
It was
Because
probably like
did
2 years
we
ago.
wait ever?
Huh? Ever? What do you mean?
Yeah, yeah. Like you hadn't worked out before 2 years ago?
I had
Yeah.
like a local gym, but deadlifting was like two years ago.
Oh. Well,
Yeah,
when did you start going to the gym? Like when was like your like I want to get strong and fit and get all the babes and stuff? Like
that was
when did
probably like
you
high
when did
school. But it was like an on and off thing. I don't think I fully dedicated to going to the gym until probably after college. So
how was that? Like what was your experience like that? Like your routine? Did you have a routine or did you just go and like, "Oh, wait."
yeah, that's what it was pre college. I was just thinking, that's how you get buff. You just do whatever you see, whatever machine you look at,
Right, right.
something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But after then it was because I had a personal trainer for a moment,
Mhm.
and so we just did the thing, and then realized, why am I paying him when he's just telling me what to do and I could just do it by myself? So then did that for a while, then got married, and then stopped. Now I just do cardio.
Yeah, you go out and run,
No, actually,
bike,
all
or
VR.
swim.
I
Oh,
do
that's right.
VR.
That's right. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. You mentioned that before.
Yep.
Uh,
It's such good cardio.
I kind of want to get into it. Amber and I keep talking about doing Just Dance because Just Dance is amazing cardio. You burn so many calories dancing. Um, we think we talk about it like once or twice a week, and we're like, "Oh, we should do this today." We're like, "Yeah, let's do it," and then we
But
don't.
it well, you guys have it. I remember seeing it on your stories that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you guys
We
did
we
it,
have
yeah.
it. We've only played it once.
Oh, that was the
maybe,
only time when you filmed
maybe,
it?
yeah. Maybe we did it twice. Uh, no, I don't know. It might have been just the one time. So I still have the game. It's just we don't have, or we haven't made the time to play it, and so yeah, we haven't been able to do that cardio wide.
Hmm. Interesting.
Uh, but did when you when is the strongest you've ever been?
Probably
When
when I
in
was
your
with my personal
lifetime?
trainer.
When was that
Probably.
though?
That was probably like a year ago. 2 years ago, probably. Actually, now I
That's when you.
remember. There was a point where I got P90X. It wasn't the
Yeah.
strongest time, but that was like the best time. I was like very consistent because I did.
Mhm.
It was after high school, after college, and I was like kind of wasting away.
Yeah.
But it was a good time. P90X was really good. I did that, but stopped. That's always how it is. You do something and you stop.
Well.
But I think the strongest was when it was post college.
Mhm.
I think I was like deadlifting. I don't. I can't. 250, maybe 300. I don't know. I could
Whoa.
be lying. I could be so lying.
You probably are. Nah, I'm just kidding.
This thing is probably 200, maybe 250,
Yeah,
200 to 250.
I can see that. I don't think I don't. Mm, my strongest deadlift right right before I injured my back with squats.
I keep hearing this story about you getting. Is this the same injury where you broke your back,
Oh,
or is this a different injury?
it's different. It's just it's around the same time like that. When I was doing those workouts, I was doing what you call a 5x5. So basically, you do
Mm.
5 sets, 5 reps, and you go super heavy. And like if you're able to complete your set of five, then you increase by 2.5 uh, pounds. And so you're always pushing up, so um, that's when I did the most weight. I think that's when my legs were the strongest, not the fastest. I
Wow.
think the fastest I've ever been was in high school when I was playing lacrosse, and maybe a little bit after, but I feel like I lost my speed rather quickly after high school. but when I started doing the 5x5, I think that's when I was the strongest um, with my legs, because my squats were actually, let's do a little bit of math here. So 45 times 6 plus. So I was doing 315 pounds for the squat. And
315. Wow.
yeah, yeah, I was doing the 3 plates. So 3 plates on each side, and then the bar is 45. I remember that. Okay, so before, so I was doing it on the Smith machine. So that it's slightly cheating.
Is that the one where you're laying down and you're pushing on a plate?
No, the Smith machine is like rails that go straight up, and so the
Oh,
bar is on the rail, so it won't go back or forward. You know,
I
it's
see. I
like a
see.
it's like a mechanical
Okay, yeah, I
bar.
think that's the one I'm talking. That's when you're like,
And
yeah, okay.
and to be fair, I will admit this, and I'm not happy about admitting this, but it wasn't a full squat. Like, it's not like I went all the way down and touched the floor with my butt and then came all the way back up. It was
Mm.
more of a. It wasn't like a. It wasn't a half squat, but it was definitely not a full squat. So I will admit that. So it's not like if I was doing a full squat, it was probably more like 250. Um, my deadlifts were a little bit less than that though. I don't think I ever got to 3 plates. I think it was maybe 2 plates, which would have been um, what is that? 45 times 5? I
Shoot.
can't do math right now. It's about 200 pounds as well.
We got a calculator here. 45 times 5.
Yeah, it's 225.
225. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's probably my strongest deadlift. And I
Wow.
didn't do deadlifts a lot, so I was just like, meh.
It was
Uh,
weird. My personal trainer just like, I was telling him I want to do like a full body, but all he wanted to do was just deadlifts. I was like, what the heck?
really?
It was like he
I
was
mean,
trying to, cause he was like a deadlifter kind of guy, and he went to competitions, and I think he
I
was trying to
mean,
convert me into the deadlift world.
deadlifts are good. I know it works your core, your back, your legs, your balance muscles, and everything. So I know it's a good workout, but it's so hard to get into it.
It's
Like,
actually fun. Like when you there's a rush when you get that
yeah, the
rep.
blood goes to your head and then you faint. No, I'm
Like
just
I
kidding.
loved it. It was good. When the time I did deadlifts, it was great. I loved it.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean they are fun. It's just I think my issue is that I always wanted to go for more, and
mm,
I was always just so scared of injuring
injuring.
my back
Yeah.
again and again and again. So it's hard for me to go hard on deadlifts, which is why I don't do them as often.
Mm,
Uh, I do light deadlifts where I just pick up like a 90 or 100 pounder and then I just lift that instead. And I just do like 3 sets of 12. But other than that, I don't do deadlifts, or I don't do heavy squats anymore either. Um, I do leg presses, and I do add a lot of weight to the leg press because it's a little bit easier than a squat, and it kind of keeps me from losing my balance and breaking my back yet
mm.
again. So
There's that injury.
it
All right.
sucked, man. It was traumatizing.
I have a list here of 9 fitness habits that you need to start in your 30s. Guess we can go through
Ooh.
each one. Number 1, drink more water.
All right, I do
Lack of
that.
water leads to water retention, aging skin, a slow metabolism, and many more problems. We don't have merchandise, so you gotta buy your own water bottles. If
Oh
you get
yeah,
in the
don't
habit of drinking water while you're still young, you can slow the effects of aging.
don't get G Fuel until they sponsor us. Also, this has water
Boycott
in it.
them until they sponsor us.
Yeah, but I do like it because you mix it with water. It's water, right? So
Yeah.
okay, so
Num-
yeah, we drink more water. Okay.
I feel like I drink a lot more water lately. Is that just me? Like
Yes.
when I was younger, I felt like I just drank whenever I was thirsty, and
Yeah.
and now I'm like drinking water all the time.
Yeah.
to the point where my
That's me
pee
too.
is like clear. But
Absolutely.
yeah.
That is me. I used to. I don't think I ever counted how many cups of or ounces of water I was drinking a day until like yeah, like very recently where it's like, "Oh, you should drink this much if you want to stay hydrated."
Yeah.
And there's a study I saw. I can't cite it, so forgive me. Um but it's talking about how when you're hydrated, you actually will have more energy to lift more weight. And
Hmm. Interesting.
and and maybe I don't know if this was a placebo effect or if it was just all. I mean, yeah, I don't know if it was a placebo effect or if it's real, but because I do take into consideration how much water I've been drinking and stuff like that. There are days when I know that I didn't drink enough water and I go to the gym and I just can't lift as much. But then like I won't do, let's say, chest day for a long time, and but I'll be like really well hydrated and I'll go to the gym and I can do my bench press like no problem, like no struggles. I can just complete my sets and I'm like I feel good. So there might be some truth to that.
That
Uh,
yeah, that makes sense.
in any way, being hydrated is a good thing regardless whether you work out or you don't. So
Yeah. I don't know
it's
the
a good.
whole. Remember with the when that thing they said, 8 cups of water a day, and then that now lately they're like, oh no, just drink when you're thirsty. And then I think for weightlifters, if you're like
It's a little bit
if
more.
you go to the gym, then you say they do the amount of pounds and ounces. So if you weigh like 150 pounds, you drink 150 ounces of water a day. Don't know if
It's
that
kind
still
of
applies.
it's kind of like protein, right? Like you kind of drink zero point 0.5 grams of protein per pound.
See, I don't know that one.
Um, and if you work out, then you have to do a little bit more than that. I think. I
Eesh.
think that's what the rule is. I try to consume about 100, 120 grams of protein a day, as I weigh 175 pounds, I think. Um, so
Hmm.
yeah. What's the next in line?
Number 2 is regular strength training. As you age, you lose both muscle and tone. Strength, the less muscle you have, the fewer calories you burn every day. If you want to stay in shape, it's time to start regular strength training. Cut back on the what? Cut back on the cardio and start hitting those weights or doing more body weight training. Well, that's kind of going against what I should be doing. Well, I don't know because now I guess boxing, right?
Yeah.
In this case, when I do VR boxing, it's pretty much shadow boxing.
Mm-hmm.
I do get a workout with arms and core, so I don't know if that I think that counts.
I
Um,
think it does.
like it's a really good work, and then I do sit-ups after my cardio.
Yeah, no, that's a workout. That's for sure a workout. If your heart rate is up and you're burning calories like crazy, it's a workout.
Yep.
Make sure
Dang.
that says drop the cardio and
I
increase
know
the
that is
weights.
interesting. Let's see. This
'Cause-
is fitday.com. It says it.
oh,
Number 3, learn the right form. Don't take your strength training for granted. While you don't need to worry too much about injuries while young, an older you is more likely to get hurt if you don't work out with the right form. Learn the proper form now. Whoa, where'd you go? You disappeared.
yeah, because that's me.
Oh.
That's what I did. That's my fault. I was more preoccupied with lifting more weight than the form. I mean, and I've learned from it. I definitely have. When I go to the gym with Amber, because she's not a weightlifter,
Hmm.
uh, I like say it over and over again, and then I annoy myself a little bit because I'm like, remember, it's not about the weight. Like, I just want you to do it with the right form, and so I like try to watch for form and everything. I'm like, that's the important part. It's the form. Yeah. Anyway, that's funny.
It's a good thing I don't have to really. Actually, I do worry about form on mine. I started watching like some boxing videos on how to do it because your ankles and stuff. I don't wear shoes because I do it on the carpet.
You gotta move your hip.
Yeah, right. That was
Yeah.
even like one of the things I was like, oh, sweet, which was great because then once I started incorporating my core and moving my hips, like my punches got stronger according
Oh
to the
yeah.
game. I don't know if that's
No,
true,
no, no,
but
no. They do. I as a previous kickboxer, I can confirm.
Nice. All right. Number 5, refuel post workout. It may not seem important to refuel your body after a tough workout, but the truth is that filling up on protein and carbs within 30 minutes of training will help to replenish energy and cement solid muscle growth. You know what? I don't know. I read places where it doesn't matter.
I have heard the same. So here's the conclusion that I came to based on all these different um, articles that I've been reading on regarding like the protein consumption after a
Mm,
workout. Because I grew up knowing that you should drink your protein like within 30 minutes or else like
right.
you're not recovering.
There's like a window, right? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And but then when I tried intermittent fasting for the first time ever, I found that the best time for me to eat was later in the day. So my window was like 1 to 8 p.m. or 1 to 9 p.m.
Mm.
Uh, because of my work schedule. That's that was just what worked best for me. If I try to do it in the morning, then I wouldn't have enough time to to eat. And so I'm like, well, I want to be able to eat, so if I'm gonna do it, I'm just gonna push it to the end of the day. But my workouts were um, my workouts were always in the morning. Like I would always wake up at 6 or 7 in the morning, go to the gym before anything. And so I was worried because I'm like, well, if I consume my protein shake right after the workout, then that means I won't be able like it kind of screws up the whole schedule. And so I went into an intermittent fasting uh, forum to ask the question like, hey, am I able to drink my protein later? And somebody said this, and then people agreed with him that your protein consumption doesn't matter when in the day you take it, just as long as your body
See?
is consuming the protein that you're required.
Yes,
So
that's what I
even if
believe.
even if you consume it later, that's still okay, but you still have to consume it. Like you can't just put it off. And then later on, I found something that kind of agreed with that, but it did say it's best to consume your protein within 30 minutes of your workout
Oh,
for a faster and full recovery versus if you wait or you don't consume the protein um, like right away, then you may not build muscle as fast.
okay. So my question is, so my assumption is that if you're the type of person that works out every day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you need that recovery. Then yeah, take your 30 minutes, and take your protein within 30 minutes, opposed to like you work out twice a week, where you work out on Monday and then work out Thursday again. Like, is that? I don't think that does that rule still apply because now you'll still have the muscle by that same day, but at least you can rework it. You'll be recovered by Thursday. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's still truth to it. I think the best way to do it is if you're able to consume your recovery drink within 30 minutes, that's what's gonna work the best. But if you're not able to, you're still gonna survive. Like as long as you are, in fact, consuming protein, like
Interesting.
your required amount of protein based on your body type and whatnot. That's what I think. So if you're not going to be taking it 30 minutes after your workout, but you only do workouts twice a week, I think it depends because a person that goes to the gym twice a week, uh, like, does that mean that they're going to be pushing harder because they're only going twice a week, or does it mean that they just take it lightly because they're going only twice a week? Do you get what I'm saying?
I see. Yeah.
So I think that if you're somebody who's like, you know what, I only get to go to the gym twice a week. One day I do upper body, the other day I do a lower body, and I just go as hard as I can and I push super hard, then I would say you need to get your protein in like within your 30 minutes or else you're just gonna destroy your body. But if you're the person that's like, well, I go to the gym twice a week just so that I can kind of maintain or not get fat, then I think you're okay not consuming it right after your workout, but instead just kind of throughout your day.
Okay. All right.
Those are my
Yeah.
thoughts on that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I haven't. It's weird. It depends on the day. When I do my workouts, I'm like, yeah, do I feel like drinking some protein? And then later that day, I'm eating like meats with a lot of proteins and milks and
yeah.
yeah. So it's like
Uh,
I'm still getting my protein intake, but it's not like concentrated because I know if your body uses the protein it needs and then just pees the rest out. So it's like,
and I think that if you know that you're going to be consuming protein in your meals later, like a barbecue or something like that, and you know you're going to eat a lot of meat. Personally, I would be okay with not taking a protein drink because a, a protein drink is in fact just a supplement. It's an aid. It's not. It shouldn't be your main protein source.
yeah,
Um, so, like, if I know that I'm gonna go to like a barbecue later that day or something like that, then I wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't worry too much about did I drink my protein shake today,
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah. I think
I also
yeah, yeah.
I also tried to um, I tried to add natural proteins to my shakes. So like besides the protein, I
Peanut
tried to
butter. Just kidding.
peanut butter. No, no,
Oh
no,
right.
yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah, legit. I do peanut butter. Um Sometimes I'll do spinach. Um I used to do cottage cheese. I haven't done that in a little while. Uh but cottage cheese's protein is casein, which is good for long-term recovery, which is a drink that I used to drink before bedtime.
What?
Yeah. So
You? Okay.
there's a time when I was drinking 2 protein shakes a day. I would drink a whey protein shake right after my workout,
Uh huh.
and then before bedtime, I would drink another one, but it was more not with whey protein, but with cottage cheese.
Didn't you get groggy? I for some reason every time I eat before bed, I just get so groggy the next morning.
No, no, that's not me.
Like I get tempted to eat cereal at like 8 p.m. and then I eat it, and then I wake up and I feel horrible. Like I get
I
my
mean,
rest, but I just feel groggy in the morning.
I try not to eat heavy late at night anymore, but I don't get groggy or anything like that, or at least not that I
Interesting.
can think of.
It's crazy how bodies work.
I
All
know,
right,
right?
number 7, fitting it in. If you have a hard time fitting in your workouts now,
Oh,
imagine how much harder it will be when you're older. Start making your workouts a part of your life, no matter how hard it is to find time. I think this is the biggest one. We could talk about all this, like working out and all that stuff, but if you don't make the time for it, then none of that matters. I
yeah.
think for me, I made it. I try to do it twice a week. My cardio
Hmm.
slash workout. Tried Tuesdays, Thursdays, and I think maybe if I help stream it and I set a schedule on Twitch, it'll force me to like, oh, my
Yeah.
zero audience is waiting for me to watch.
Hey, maybe there's somebody that would be into it. Like,
Oh
uh,
man.
let's take a moment to thank our current viewers. How many viewers do we have right now?
Zero. It was at 4, but it's
Oh,
been going
really?
back. It's going back between 4. Okay, now it's back to 4. But yes,
Okay, so the
go on.
4 of you that are watching us, thank you so much. Um, do you work out? What is your workout routine? What suggestions do you have uh, for us? Is there anything? Do you have any questions for us that we could answer right now? And if Gabe has a Twitch account where he works out live, would you join it? And
Oh
would
yes.
you watch Gabe do his squat workout? Let us know. Thank you so much for watching. Well, I'm not saying
Yes,
goodbye.
thank you.
I'm just saying thank you for watching live. While you're at it, go ahead and click that like button, subscribe, share it with your friends. Watch it later again. Just play it again tomorrow, and then again on Friday, and then again on Saturday. Just play our videos over and over again,
Yeah, that would be great.
um,
We need that
because we're
viewership.
we're just selfish like that. Because we bring you the
Oh
content
man.
that you've always wanted.
Yes.
But no, really, thank you, everybody that always joins us like every single Wednesday live. Thank you so much. Like I appreciate you. I love you, uh, in a platonic way. Unless you're Amber, then I love you in the lovey dovey way.
Oh man. Ugh.
Getting a little hot in here. Huh?
Yep. Yes, though,
Um,
we love you. We love you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching like weekly. So
yeah,
that's
no,
amazing.
we have viewers every week, and I'm even if it's just 4, 6, whatever the number is. Thank you. Okay, bye, cat. Um, okay, what's the next one in line or on the
Number
list?
8, do Pilates or yoga. Just
Oh,
It says you can't just build muscle, you need to improve balance, posture, and flexibility as well. Either Pilates or yoga will be an excellent choice to help you stay in fit in every area of your life. So add at least a day or two or 3 of these workouts to your weekly plan.
okay.
I'd kind of do yoga.
Yeah.
After my
Well,
ab workout, there's like, I just do front, what is it?
yoga.
Upward dog, downward dog, that's it.
The basics.
The basics, yes.
Yeah, Amber's way into yoga, and we've done yoga a couple of times. I think I should probably do some more then.
Yeah, I should probably start doing that. Brittany does yoga. That's part of her workout. It's
Or
crazy because now that we have our kid, we have to like take turns working out because one of us needs to tend to the child if he's crying. So at least if one of us is working out, the other one can. Or if we're both working out, then we just pause our
is
workout.
there is there such thing as baby yoga?
I've seen videos of
Where you like
kids
balance
climbing
your
on.
kid.
Oh, that does not sound safe. I'm sure there is
So
though. I'm sure there's like a single mom yoga class out there that does that.
that includes the baby.
Or I
I
guess it
feel
doesn't have
like
to be single mom.
no, but
Stay
I
at
feel
home
like
moms, stay at home, non stay at home
uh,
moms.
that sounds like a real thing.
I'm
And
sure
if it
there
isn't,
is.
we should start a business.
Hmm. There you go.
Baby yoga.
Should we hand out essential oils at the end of the class?
No, 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 no. We hand out candles.
Oh, okay. All right, all right. I like that
That's
one.
how we
I
get.
like
That's how we get them. Candles and plants.
that.
Yeah.
Should these the plants, these candles say live, laugh, love?
I mean, if they really want it, sure. It's
All
great.
right, last item, number 9, is to enjoy it. If you can learn to enjoy your workout, it will be much easier to stick with it for years to come. Find ways to spice up the routine, such as listening to good music or an audiobook, doing exercise that you love, or reading while you run or cycle. The cool thing is that I really enjoy VR boxing. It's
Yeah.
really, it's fun. It's like a game. I'm playing a game, and I recently got my brother into it and his wife
Do
because
you
I've
guys
been
play?
telling about it all the time, huh?
Do you guys play online? Like, do you like
No,
fight
it's
each
not a
other?
multiplayer, unfortunately.
Oh.
But I had him try it when he went to my house, and he was like laying on the ground. He was like, "Oh my gosh, that was an amazing workout." And I've been telling him like weekly, I was like, you should do this, you should do this," because he has his own VR set. And then finally he bought it, and he's been telling me how he likes it. But the cool thing is
How
that when you play, you don't even realize you're tired. That's like the best part.
until you're tired?
Yeah, until you're really tired, or after the match, or when the bell rings, because it's like you're just so focused on playing that you forget about being tired.
How long do you normally play for
So I
or
usually
work
do 2
out for?
matches. My workouts are like 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, because I still do P90X ab workout.
Mm-hmm.
So the great thing about that one is like
Abrex.
Averx, you know that one, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's the best ab workout ever, man.
I'm gonna finish up with the kids. But yeah, you remember that line. But that one is like set to like 27 minutes, which is great. I know for sure my workout is at least 27 minutes, and then the the cardio portion is probably like 20, 15, 20 minutes.
Okay,
It's a good
that's not
good
bad.
set, and I feel
So,
good about it. Feels good.
so you work out twice a week,
Yeah,
and you do the
try
same
to.
thing.
Yep.
Have you thought about going to the gym?
Nah, don't need to. I think part of being older now, like my priority is I don't need to be buff as long as my heart is working good, as long as my one pack sort of turns into a two pack, I'll be
You're
fine.
one.
Like
You're one. Like,
I think that's part of like 30s. When you're older, you're just like, I don't need to be buff. I don't need to. At least that's my thinking. I don't
right,
need to
right.
be super strong or anything like that. As long as I get
Uh,
to live, get to see my son grow up.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That's
it might change for you.
that's good.
Do you
I
worry that
might.
what happened to you?
It might. No, no, no. I'm not worried about it. Well, maybe a little bit. I don't know. I've just always been so like my mentality has always been like, be strong or like train your body, like make sure your body doesn't break or whatever. And like I used to do all these uh, team sports when I was younger, and now
Mm.
I don't. I don't have the energy to do team sports the same way that I used to, and so my workouts are workouts. Like my the way I stay in shape is by going to the gym, and I've been an avid gym goer for a long time. Like I've tried a lot of different programs. Some of them work better than others. Uh, it's all more based on my nutrition nowadays, which is something that I'm trying to be more conscious about, but it's kind of hard. Um, and it's not that I'm worried that my perspective will change to like I don't need to go to the gym. I just hope that I never get to the point where I let myself go uh to the point that it'll like affect me like mentally, that like that I'll see myself in the mirror, I'll be like, wow, like
What have I done?
yeah, like this is where you got like
Yeah.
I don't
Nice.
I don't
I
want
know.
to I don't want to have a transformation. I not This is not an attack to anybody that has, because I actually really love people that turn their life around, but I don't want to do that. I want to be able to just maintain or get better. Um, so if I don't go to the gym in the future when I have a kid, I hope that I'm still able to find a way to stay in good shape and healthy.
You should
If
send this video to yourself in
in like
like 5
3 years,
years.
yeah, that's a good idea.
Just remember that. Did I ever tell you about that service where you send an email to yourself? Future Me, I think. It was like futureme.org or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We
It like
talked about
holds an email and then sends it to you. You should put the link of this video in that, and then in 5 years, you'll get an email from yourself.
myself.
Hey, watch at 53 minutes and tell me if you've kept your promise.
Oh man, yeah, I'll probably keep it. Honestly, I think the gym has become such a part of my life. Like I enjoy going to the gym because I enjoy going to the gym. Like there are days when I'm like, oh, I really just want to go to the gym right now. I want to lift weights. I want to feel the pump. When I come home and drink a protein shake, because if I don't go to the gym, I don't, because I don't need it.
I think
Uh,
that's good then. You're in a good
the,
spot.
which is another thing. Like I think it was with my roommate Brett. I don't know if you ever met him,
No.
but him and I would make shakes after our workouts, and they were so good that there was a time when like I didn't want to go to the gym, but I went because I knew that if I went, I would be rewarded with a protein shake.
Ah, carrot on the stick.
Yeah.
That's a good system.
So I was like, oh, if I go to the gym, then I can drink the shake and it's good and I'm craving it. And so it would push me to go work out, and it pushed me to work out harder as well, because I knew that I needed the protein, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense. But that
No,
was that was my system.
that's
Um,
a good system. I think here's the thing. I never had that mentality. it was always going to the gym was always a chore for me. Even deadlifting, even though as fun as it was, like
Mhm.
going to the gym was just always a chore for me. So I think for me it didn't work, and that's why that's why I haven't gone to the gym, because it's just not as rewarding. For you, that inherent reward system is already built inside of you. You just going to the gym is already, and I think that's a good sign, because that means in the future that you'll always have that. For me now, cardio, playing games, and then getting a free workout on the side, that's my system. That works for me.
That's a good system. I think that see that should be a point. Well, I guess it was a point, huh? Like making it fun, make
Yeah,
it
enjoying
enjoyable.
it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
so I
you have
guess
to find, yeah.
yeah. You got to figure out a way to make it fun for yourself and enjoying it, because I know that like you, like there's people that don't really enjoy it. Some of them do it more of as a chore. It's like, oh, I guess I have to do this. So I'm gonna go do it. Uh, but I mean, don't you feel good after doing it?
Oh yeah, it was
uh,
crazy because I tried getting into basketball, and my brother was into it, and he loves playing it, and it's the workout is like secondary to him. But for me, it just wasn't the I just didn't get enjoyment out of basketball. So then it became a chore anyway, getting the workout as well. So it's like, no.
um, so now that we're in our 30's and we do what we do to exercise, do you think you can get fit?
I
Or
guess we
do
have to
you,
define
or
what
do you,
fit
or
is.
so fit meaning you will fit in in a size smaller than what you're wearing right now.
Oh no, the thing is that I'm already at that point actually.
Oh,
Like beginning of marriage, my weight shot up. I think you'd
and
see it
now
on the.
you've come down.
Yeah, and I've come down because of my cardio workout, and so it was weird because I started giving away pants to like my brother-in-law, and I was like, man, I can't wear this stuff anymore, and I gave away these really nice like red kayak or not kayaks, khakis, red pants, and I gave them away
Uh-huh.
because I couldn't fit it anymore. And then I got back to that weight, and I was like, dang it, why did I give it away?
I
But
know. Well, I've done the same thing, sort of. Well, not yet. There there's a lot of clothes that I had
yeah,
from like 4 years ago that maybe fit me like once or twice, and then like I gained weight, like I got just bigger, broader. And so I kept them, and I was like, if I keep them, then I'll force myself to get back down to this size.
did it?
But the truth is that even us as we grow, like we can still be fit, but we're still gonna grow. Like if you notice your neck, your jaw, like everything just still grows. Um, and with me, it was my shoulders and my back, because some of the shirts that I had were like super skinny and fit, like
Mm-hmm.
it's very thin.
Muscle shirts.
And it not even okay. I mean, I guess it would be considered that, but what I realized is that even if I got fit, they would still wouldn't fit. Like they
Hmm.
wouldn't fit me because my shoulders are
Oh,
too
your
broad
body
now,
changed. Yeah.
and so it's kind of like, well, they're still not gonna fit, so it doesn't matter. So I think we can get fit. I don't think we'll be like, you know, Channing Tatum fit unless we are extremely disciplined or get paid to do that, because I think it's extremely hard.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like I'm fit. I feel like
I
I'm in a good spot.
feel I feel like I'm in an okay spot. Like I'm happy. I honestly, legitimately, am happy with where I am. I always strive to be a little bit better,
Right.
and I always have hopes that I'll like lose those couple of inches in my stomach. Um, but I'm comfortable in my skin. I was shirtless for a whole week at Lake Powell, um,
Did it?
and I
Did you
felt fine.
feel shame? Oh, that's good. No,
No,
that's good.
I felt fine. So that was a good indicator that I am happy with where I am right now. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna try. Maybe after marriage stuff happens, maybe I'll try harder. Or maybe I'll just fail and I'll just get fat.
Oh snap!
I'm not gonna get fat. I will always strive to maintain or be better.
Yeah, I think that's all that matters. As long as you feel comfortable where you're
What?
at. I don't. I mean, I know it's not an amazing, like super amazing workout, but I feel good. I think that's
Yeah.
all that matters.
Yeah. I think honestly, I really think it just comes to like, are you happy with your body? Do you feel healthy? Do you feel good with your body? And as long as those things are yes, then you are okay. You don't need to be extremely fit to be happy. You don't need to be extremely fit to feel good. In fact, I know that people that decline or decrease their body fat to like 11% to like 5% body fat, uh they get cranky very very fast.
Hmm.
This is something that I've heard from people that have done it,
Correlation.
and people that work with people that have done it, and they're like, yeah, when you're so strict with your diet and you can't do anything, you tend to get like
Yeah, that
angry.
makes
And
sense.
I'm like, I don't need to get that low. I don't need to be Mr. Universe.
See,
So
there they go. There, because you can be fit. That's why the definition of it, like fit. You can get super thin and then sacrifice happiness, stuff like that. I think it's like more fit and are you happy? I say yes, I am.
yeah,
Probably
good.
not by a lot of people's standards, but yeah. Anyway, well, once again, people, glad you guys could join us for this. If you enjoyed what we talked about, feel free to like and subscribe, leave a comment. Those that joined us live, thank you for listening. Um, yeah. My
Once
name's
again,
Gabe.
everybody, I am Gato.
I did that right finally.
That's right. Alrighty, and yeah, thanks again for listening, guys. And we'll see you next week. Listen to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or Google Podcasts or whatever podcasts are listened to. And until next time,
All right.
peace.
Peace.